In this video, what we're going to talk about are the top 5 most essential fragrance every man needs in their collection. So fragrance, again, doesn't have to be something that becomes overly complicated. You can have a simplified fragrance collection and you can whittle it down to where all you need is 5 cents and you'll be covered for all bases. And we're going to talk about that today and we're going to get right into it. So number one, first fragrance you're going to need is a nice, fresh daily driver fragrance, okay? A daily driver fragrance is usually something that you're going to use for the daytime. You're going to use it for work or for going out in public. And the fragrance we're going to use for today is from the brand Prada Luna Rosa. This one here is called Prada Luna Rosa Eau de Toilette. Alright, so Luna Rosa Eau de Toilette is going to have main notes of lavender, bitter orange. It's going to have mint, sage, musk, and ambroxan, okay? Now that ambroxan mixed with the musk and the lavender is going to give it a kind of a more soapy accord, right? A more soapy feel, kind of like fresh shower, fresh laundry, right? Just something where it's going to be really crisp, really clean, really linen. Think wearing a white shirt, thinking collared shirt, thinking iron clothes, right? But this is going to be something where you can have it and it won't be offensive. It'll smell fresh, clean, and you'll have a nice first impression to the world, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg to have and pull this fragrance, okay? Something where you won't have to think about it. You can have it, pull it, and you'll be ready to go for the day, all right? Number two, you're going to need a fresh all-around, all season, all occasion type of fragrance. So the difference between number two and number one is that the all-around fragrance can kind of be used for multiple seasons, multiple settings, multiple occasions. So you could wear it not only for work, but you can also spray it again later in the day. Maybe you can wear it as your evening scent, right? And so this one is gonna have a little bit more aromaticity to it. It's gonna have a little bit more scent characteristics to it. And so with this, you also wanna make sure that you have a fragrance that has a little bit better longevity and a better projection. So the fragrance we're gonna go with is this one here from the brand Yves Saint Laurent. This one is Yves Saint Laurent, and I went with Eau de Parfum Intense, okay? So Eau de Parfum Intense, first off, I love the Yves Saint Laurent wide line of fragrances. They really pull out some of the best longevity, some of the best quality, some of the best scent profiles. Now, the original YEDP is a good fragrance, but to me, can lean a little bit heavier on the ginger than the White Le Parfum. While I personally love that one most, as well as myself, this YEDP Intense kind of is a great balance between the two fragrances where it's not overly sweet and it's not overly citrusy, tart. So this is gonna have a nice balance. It's gonna have main notes of ginger, juniper, bergamot in the opening, so a nice spicy, citrusy opening. Then you get that sage, lavender, geranium, so a nice floral mid that gives it a nice balance. And then the base, you're gonna get that vetiver, patchouli, and woods. All right, so a nice kind of versatile all season, all occasion. You can kind of use it for multiple settings, which is why Yves Saint Laurent, why to me is one of the better and per price fragrances out there on the market, all right? All right, number 3 on the list, we're gonna go with now the date night fragrances. Now you got your daily drivers, you got your daytime fragrance set, but now you need something for whenever you pop out for your night with your special someone. You want something that's a little bit more gourmand, a little bit more aromatic. You can have it with a pretty good longevity because you are gonna be out for a little while with your person and you don't wanna risk your fragrance kind of wearing thin on you. So a fragrance for a perfect setting like this would be something like this here from the brand of Givenchy. This one is Givenchy, gentlemen. This one is called Reserve Privé. Okay, so Reserve Privé, for me, I love it, one, because of the kind of nutty, rummy accord. So this is gonna have main notes of bergamot, Irish chestnut. Then you're gonna get some whiskey, some woods, and some amber. So put simply, this is a nice, nutty, Irish, masculine fragrance with that whiskey and woods in the base. But then that Irish chestnut gives it that floral, nutty accord. So that gourmand and Irish really, to me, gives us a nice appeal, nice level of richness, nice level of class and luxury that for me is a great date night fragrance that you can wear, pull out for the time. Especially now we're getting into fall weather at this time of me shooting this video and it's getting a little colder. This would be a really nice cool to cold weather fragrance as well, all right? All right, now this next fragrance we're gonna talk about is kind of that cold weather warrior. And to me, this is a little bit more of a Netflix and chill fragrance, but really truly, this is a fragrance that you would utilize for the colder weather, for the colder times, right? And even with the colder times, you would want this fragrance also for a little bit more intimate, so a little bit closer encounter. So a fragrance that kind of fits the mold with this would be this one here from Maison Margiela Replica, and this one is by the Fireplace. So when I think about a fireplace, I just think of a fragrance that is so it's like a warm hug, honestly. I think of, roasted marshmallows, I think of hot chocolate, I think of Christmas time, and I think of just that cold weather whenever you just want to smell like you're just having a loving embrace. And so this one is gonna have cloves, pink pepper, orange blossom. This is also gonna have some chestnuts. It's gonna have gaiac wood. Then you're gonna have that vanilla, balsam, and cashmere in the base. So that base really, to me, is the kicker with this fragrance. That to me makes it a really nice cold weather, kind of comforting fragrance. Okay. And the difference, when, if some of you are asking, well, what's the difference between a cold weather and like a date night fragrance? Well, date night doesn't always have to be on the gourmand end. You would want it a little bit more aromatic, but you can wear fresher date night fragrances. When you think about cold weather fragrances, these are gonna be those kind of sweeter, gourmand, chestnutty, vanillic, chocolatey type fragrances, right? That are kind of known and they're kind of attributed to that season. You think about it, we're getting into October all the way to December and going into January, okay? So with those cold weather fragrances, you want something a little bit more gourmand. And I think by the Fireplace by Maison Margiela is really a good one, all right? Last fragrance of the day. So finally, guys, this is the one place, and this is the one fragrance I think most people kind of snub their nose at, or they probably don't pay any attention to hardly, but you gotta have a nice gym fragrance. You gotta have a nice pre-workout fragrance, right? Just like everybody has their pre-workout drink, everybody has their pre-workout snack. I make it a thing for me to have a nice pre-workout fragrance. And one of the best pre-workout fragrances, one of the best fragrances for the gym would be this one here from the brand of Chanel. This one here is called Chanel's AllAround Sport Eau Extreme. Get the Eau Extreme first and foremost. The original AllAround Sport is good, but the Eau Extreme, it has a better longevity, has a really nice sillage, really nice projection, really nice freshness. And you're gonna have main notes of orange, you're gonna have main notes of mint, cypress, then you're gonna have pepper, tonka bean, musk, and sandalwood. So that tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk gives this a nice aromatic touch, but it's really a fresh fragrance. That orange and mint, really invigorating, really uplifting fragrance. And this is the perfect gym time fragrance. The only downside to this fragrance is that it doesn't have the best lasting power. When you think about being in the gym, you're not gonna be in the gym for that long, right? Probably gonna be in there about an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. This will get the job done for those settings. So really, this is the perfect gym fragrance for you. Even if you gotta reapply it, no problem, do it. You'll have a nice projection, nice sillage, and this will get the job done for you, all right? So again, your fresh daily dropper, boom, you're going with Luna Rosa with a toilette. Your nice versatile fragrance, you're going with Yves Saint Laurent Wide EDP Intense. Your day night fragrance, you're going with this one here, Gentleman's Reserve Privé. Your cold weather fragrance, you're gonna go with this one here, By the Fireplace. And your gym fragrance, you're gonna go with this one here, Chanel AllAround Eau Extreme. There you go, guys. We got 5 of the most essential fragrances for men. Remember, guys, have your ducks in a row. Make sure to have all your bases covered and be ready for any season, any setting, and any occasion. You guys, I appreciate all you guys who listen and tap in with the channel. And I appreciate all you guys who continue to support. Remember, subscribe to the channel down below. Make sure to like the video, share the page with a fellow fraghead, and we'll catch you tomorrow on the next one. Much love.